Hello, everyone, and welcome. Good afternoon. We're so glad you could join us. The South Country Fair Association gratefully and humbly acknowledges that our festival and our celebration today is located on the traditional territories of the Niitsitapi, the Kainai, Piikani, and Siksika, the Tsuut'ina, the Stoney Nakoda, and the Métis Nation Region 3. Welcome. This show is being presented for free, but we are accepting donations. Please visit our website, www.southcountryfair.com, if you would like to contribute today to our show. We would like to thank Calgary Folk Music Festival for the use of Festival Hall, as well as Carrie Clark and the excellent crew here. John, Jordan, Liam, Jerry, and Dave are taking such great care of us. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, funding bodies, and presenting partners, the Alberta Foundation for the Arts, Canadian Heritage, Stronghold Brewing Company, CKUA Radio, with a special thanks to Tom Coxwork and Folk Roots. And of course, we'd like to acknowledge Trent, Maureen, and Jillian for all of their hard work in putting this show together. Thanks, you guys. Behind me, I've got four lovely musicians, and we are going to run this like a songwriter circle, and we're going to pretend that we are on the stage on a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon at the beautiful festival site. So you might see these guys sweating or freezing cold, because you never know what the weather's going to do when you're out on site. We're going to enjoy music from each of them. They're going to take turns, they're going to jump in with each other, and they're going to entertain us for the next hour, and it's going to be beautiful, I promise. We've got Jay Bocott with Brooke Wylie here. And Brooke just released an EP last September, and she's got a new album in the works with her 5-piece coming out as soon as humanly possible, she's told me. So you can visit her website if you'd like more information and to purchase her albums. And then we've got Mark Sadlier-Brown over here, former mayor, always mayor at South Country Fair. And Mark has told me he's really looking forward to the festival this year, especially his Saturday morning jams and Sunday morning jams out in front of the Cook Kitchen, which we all love to see the kids gathered around. And he has been playing at the fair since, he figures about 91, since we were at the old site.
Roughly.
Yeah, roughly since 91. That's pretty impressive. And then behind me here, we've got Kris Demeanor, who is our current mayor at the South Country Fair, but he hasn't actually gotten a chance to really mayor it up. So this will be his first real mayor duty tonight, his mayoral duty. Of course, Kris is a poet, musician, actor, and the kids' rock camp leader at the fair. So he is multi-talented and has lots to do with the fair. He has a new album coming out in December called Songs for My Father to Fall Asleep To. He tells me it's a family affair. He's got his nieces and his sister are all playing on it. Really looking forward to hearing that. And he has also been working with Jolene Higgins, and they will be hopefully playing together at Calgary's Winter Festival, Chinook Blast, in January, with their project called Fire Waltz. Yeah? Okay. I feel like I didn't miss anything yet. So you didn't come here to listen to me, you came here to listen to these guys. So we are going to get Brooke and Jay to start things off. Please sit back and enjoy, and donate if you feel like you would like to. Thank you.
Thank you. If you're the mayor, Kris, can I talk to you about my taxes?
Oh, you don't pay any taxes.
Okay. I'm Brooke Wylie, and this is Jay Bocott. We're 2/5 of the Brooke Wylie band. We're really grateful to be here. We're going to start it off with a song called Come What May. Ellie was a pretty little girl and the apple of her mama's eye. Daddy left when she was 6 years old. He never did say goodbye. It was all her mama could do to keep that girl in line. Ellie don't get home that much, but she writes from time to time. Well, come what may, some might say, welcome what may, we're all alone in the end anyway. with snow. And on the way back home, hit every red-end road until he'd had enough, sold everything he owned. Well, I last heard Albert lived on a beach somewhere in Mexico. Well, come what may, some might say, well, come what may, we're all alone in the end anyway. Well, come what may, some might say, well, come what may, we're all alone in the end anyway. Okay. You can't always have it easy, and when the road gets a little rough, if you never feel resistance, well, you're not pushing hard enough. Because the thing with keeping steady is the time just passes by, and what's hard for your heart might be good for your life. I remember his smile sometimes and the music we'd argue about, but I still believe it was my time to leave, and better when it faded out. 'Cause it's not love when you scream and shout, it's better that it faded out. Well, come what may, some might say, well, come what may, we're all alone in the end anyway. Well, come what may, some might say, well, come what may, we're all alone in the end anyways. We're all alone in the end anyway. We're all alone in the end anyway. Thank you.
All right, this one's got a solo in G, so if some rocker guitar might be appropriate, please feel free. So indeed, we are trying to simulate the spirit of the South Country Fair as well as we can. So the four of us last night sat around a campfire drinking gin until the sun came up, and then we went, oh my God, the sun's come up. We went back to Mark's RV, had a handful of cheesies, drank a liter of water, had a quarter gram of shrooms, and started drinking again. And we just got here 5 minutes ago.
No sleep.
No sleep. This is a song that I wrote on my way driving out to Vancouver to join Carolyn, Mark, and Jeff Berner on one of our May three-way tours. I couldn't quite make it the entire way in one day. I had to stop in Hope because my knee was cramping up from the long drive, and it ended up being one of the best nights of my life, staying at the City Center Motel in Hope, and this is the ballad of that adventure. Those golden curtains are as soft as they seem, and that full-wall photograph of Tenerife makes it feel like a holiday. And Tenerife and that king-size bed. Now we're talking, the headboard could make a tall man's coffin. Hope I only met you, but something tells me I won't forget you. Hope guess I better go, at least we had one night together. Hope, don't go changing, keep on being a configuration of weird motels for guys like me who aren't quite ready to face the city. The manager's out back, covered in tattoos by a charcoal fire, cooking chicken skewers that his mom brought out. In shiny red pajamas, he puts down his phone, goes back to stoking while two guys fist bump an old man smoking. Hope, I only met you, but something tells me I won't forget you. Hope, guess I better go, at least we had one night together. Hope, don't go changing, keep on being a configuration of weird motels for guys like me who aren't quite ready to face the city. Hope, don't let it bring you down when the guidebook says commuter town. If things were different and all were equal, smallpox would claim 2/3 of your people. I went across the street and bought Chinese, special chow mein and chicken with black beans. Took off my pants and scrolled that cable TV, cracked a beer and read my fortune. Play it safe this month and it will be a great one. Hope, I only met you, but something tells me I won't forget you. Hope, guess I better go, at least we had one night together. Hope, don't go changing, keep on being a configuration of weird motels for guys like me who aren't quite ready to face the city. Hope, I only met you, but something tells me I won't forget you. Hope, hope, hope. Thank you, everybody.
Well, I think I'm going to get some help on this song from Kris and some backup vocals. I'd like to say about this song, it's about before I was a big star, I used to hang around in the laundromat hoping to find love. And I did. And this is one of my greatest hits. It's I've made hundreds of dollars with this song. Well, we fell in love, and that was that. You know, I met her at a laundromat. She had her clothes in a garbage bag in her hand. Her true confession's mine. My eyes met hers, her eyes met mine. Who said doing laundry's not a good time? We're swishing, swashing, we're doing the washing. We're loving, we're sighing, we're doing the drying. We're holding, we're folding. Better put another load in. Well, she likes Tide, I like Ivory. That don't mean we have to disagree. You know, I bought her a pot, she changed her dollar. We sat talk a ring around my collar. I swear to you, I can feel no higher. She threw some underwear into my dryer. We're swishing, swashing, we're doing the washing. We're loving, we're sighing, we're doing the drying. We're holding, we're folding. Better put another load in. Yep. Well, a month went by, I bought a Maytag, things weren't the same. My lot become a drag, I tossed and turned all night long. The doctor said I got something wrong, so I went to the laundromat that night. Now my blues are gone and my whites are white. We're swishing, swashing, we're doing the washing. We're loving, we're sighing, we're doing the drying. We're holding, we're folding. Better put another load in. Thank you. Thanks for the backup.
Mark, that's how, I think how I learned about you was from that song. Or that's my first memory of hearing you. That's been like, how long ago did you write that?
Oh, a long time ago. That's how you found out what a romantic guy I was, eh?
We're going to slow it down a little bit, if that's okay. Right before, well, not right before the pandemic, but late last year, we put out a single called If I Had a Little Girl. We made a nice video for it, and then we were planning on kind of following up with that, and then, of course, we haven't been able to play much, so I haven't been able to sing this one live all that much. So this one's called If I Had a Little Girl. If I had a little girl, I'd have wisdom to impart from my years and what I've learned from my head and from my heart. And like every little girl, she'd be curious and smart. If I had a little girl, there are things I wouldn't say, wouldn't frown about her hair or the clothes she chose that day. 'Cause like every little girl, that's where all her worries stay. Oh, if I had a little girl, well, it's hard with little girls when we don't let them lead. Instead of following her dance, we keep stepping on her feet. If I had a little girl, I would tell her from the go not to second guess her heart, otherwise she'll never know. I would want my little girl not to hide inside herself, but just shout her love out loud and not worry how he felt, and to know her heart will mend, and it's worth it in the end. Oh, if I had a little girl, well, it's hard with little girls when we don't let them lead. Instead of following her dance, we're just stepping on her feet. If I had a little girl, I would tell her from the go not to second guess her heart, otherwise she'll never know. If I had a little girl, there are things that I might say. If she asked or wondered why, I'd do my best to explain. But at the end of the day, little girls have to find their own way. Oh, if I had a little, oh,
songs that I'm putting on my Songs for My Father to Fall Asleep To record. He has sciatica, so he's trying to always find different things to fall asleep to. And he and my mom used to fall asleep to Leonard Cohen's first album when I was growing up. And he actually suggested it to me a couple of years ago. He's like, why do you always do stuff with so many words and always seem so angry all the time? So, screw you, Dad.
Parents are always critics, eh?
So this song's called Nose in the Straw. It's about being in bed with your partner at the beginning of a pandemic when they've stopped washing their hair. It's called Nose in the Straw. By the second week of the quarantine, she stopped washing her hair. She would never find a better time for the natural oils to take over. When she wakes up with a weight on her chest, to find me similarly silently screaming, oh, what do you know? I just put my nose in the straw and she sleeps again. She reads the news in a magazine. I try not to spoil the surprise, and she reads me, rolls over and sighs. I bury the lies in her tangle. When I wake up with a weight on my chest, to find her quietly counting dictatorships. So what do you know? I just put my nose in the straw and I sleep again. We make a broth from the bones. She sold a screenplay. We went to Spain. She tosses her mane in the aftermath. I dance behind with a goblet of water, thinking, yeah, it's gonna get bad before it gets better. When she wakes up with a weight on her chest, to find me trying to take her mind off whatever's next. Oh, what do you know? I just put my nose in the straw and she sleeps again. Oh, what do you know? I just put my nose in the straw and we sleep again.
Super nice song.
Well, now I'd like to take you on a little trip down to Tulum. And I know I've got a mariachi band hanging around here somewhere to help with the harmonies. You look in the book. Let's go Mexico. You'll find something there that you really must know. South of Cancun, by the ruins of Tulum, that's where you'll find Don Armando's campground. You rent a cabana for a few bucks a night. The sea is so blue, the sand is warm and white. The people so kind, you leave your troubles behind. You really must go to Don Armando's campground, where the people they splash and laugh in the noonday sun. La 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 la. And I walk down the beach hand in hand with my loved one. Oh, oh, where the freshwater spring it runs to greet the sea. La 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 la. And the great Mayan spirits are calling to you and to me. Be still, my love. What is that sound? Is it the king of Palenque who is shaking the ground? No, it's just a tourist beating the drums at the El Mirador, just down the beach from Don Armando's camp. Come sit down beside me. Have a drink, my dear. They call it cerveza, but it tastes just like beer. Then we will swim amongst the coral, just like Jacques Cousteau. Then, my love, we must go from Don Armando's campground, where the people they splash and laugh in the noonday sun. La 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 la. And I walk down the beach hand in hand with my loved one. Oh, oh, where the freshwater spring it runs to greet the sea. La 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 la. And the great Mayan spirits are calling to you and to me. At Don Armando's campground.
Was expecting to hear like a bunch of clapping at the end of that. I was like waiting for it.
Let's do. We're gonna do one from our latest EP. This is a song about unrequited love, like the vast majority of my repertoire. But I'll dedicate this to everyone out there that I haven't seen in months and months. It's called I Still Love You. How did this happen? How can it be? Weren't you the one who fell in love with me? When did we get here? And how did you know that it was time for you to let me go? I still love you more than I have ever loved before. Here I am now without you somehow, but I still hear your footsteps on the floor. Infatuation can't last too long. Wolcott, everybody.
Thanks.
This one's mostly in A minor, if you guys want to play along a little bit. This is about all of the stupid things that I have done to put my life at risk over the years. May this be a warning to all of you anti-maskers out there. This is called Gravy. I was born nearly buried, emergency cesarean, umbilical boa constrictor. When I was 2 and on the move, had everything to prove, found a trap door to the roof, then rolling down the tiles, wanna die, little sucker, I could hear the devil ask. My grandmother Maria caught me in her laundry basket. I outran an avalanche when I was blasted, rode in a helicopter piloted by a geriatric, ran reds, ran up debts to guys with fucking muscles in their armpits. I ate a blowfish. It's gravy, baby. Every breath is borrowed. The only reason I'm even seeing tomorrow. I get looser the further I fall. I got stoned on the ledge of a minaret, drove a Mazda through the heart of the Bosnian conflict, played chicken on the highway, blind corners, head on. I got held up at Machete Point, drunk with headphones and flip-flops on. I put the prongs of a corn holder in a live socket, met the mother of cubs with mortadella in my pocket, drank the water of the Nile trying to salvage plastic bottles. Apparently there's a parasite alive inside me. It's gravy, baby. Every breath is borrowed. The only reason I'm even seeing tomorrow. I get looser the further I fall. They say your 50s are a shooting gallery. Just lucky if you don't get hit. Nothing remotely reasonable about it. My rabbit got rabies, I lost my mind high with scabies, drank a ton of Tab Cola in the early 80s. I stood alone in an open field by a tetherball pole, counting the gaps between the lightning and the thunder. 10 times over, I should have been down 10 feet under. 10 times over, I should have been down 10 feet under. It's gravy, baby. Every breath is borrowed. The only reason I'm even seeing tomorrow. I get looser the further I fall. I get looser the further I fall. It's gravy, baby. It's gravy, baby. It's gravy, baby. It's gravy, baby. Thank you. That was great. Thanks for all the help on that one, you guys. That was great.
Great song. Okay, I'm going to do this one in F sharp.
about falling in love in your local laundromat. Yes, it's hard to believe, but there was a time I was lonesome. I had a hard time meeting girls till I went to the laundromat on the corner of 16th Avenue and 10th Street Northwest, which is now a liquor store. There I met my beautiful wife, Beverly. So, F sharp.
I've got a harp if you want.
Do you have a sharp? A harp or
It's
F
a B harp, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cross harp.
You ready?
Yeah.
Well, we fell in love, and that was that. You know, I met her at a laundromat. She carried her clothes in a garbage bag. In her hand, a True Confessions mag. My eyes met hers, her eyes met mine. Who said doing laundry's not a good time? We're swishing, swashing, we're doing the washing. We're loving, we're sighing, we're doing the drying. We're holding, we're folding. Better put another load in. Well, she likes Tide, I like Ivory. That don't mean we have to disagree. You know, I bought her a pop, she changed $1. We sat talking, ring around my collar. I swear to you, I can feel no higher. She threw some underwear into my dryer. We're swishing, swashing, we're doing the washing. We're loving, we're sighing, we're doing the drying. We're holding, we're folding. Better put another load in. Rinse her, Jay. Well, a month went by. I bought a Maytag, things weren't the same. My lot become a drag, I tossed and turned all night long. The doctor said I got something wrong, so I went to the laundromat that night. Now my blues are gone and my whites are white. We're swishing, swashing, we're doing the washing. We're loving, we're sighing, we're doing the drying. We're holding, we're folding. Better put another load in.
That was fun.
I think one more each probably.
Yeah. Well, we're just really grateful to get to be here, so thank you so much to South Country Fair putting this all together, and to Festival Hall for having us. I spend way too much time alone right now reading politics and getting angry, so instead of unleashing that on people when I leave the house, I decided to channel it into a song. So this is a brand new song, and I figure you guys are a safe audience, a South Country Fair loving audience there. I think we're calling this one Voice of Reason, but still as of yet untitled. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice of reason. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice. We got lost along the way. Bit by bit, a little more every day. No one knows what to do. think or say. We need a voice of reason. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice of reason. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice. Spat my face, so I cut off my nose and watched it roll all around in my toes. Don't believe everything that you're told. We need a voice of reason. Take it, Jay. One in a million will never be right. The things that keep me awake at night. If all that matters is proving you're right, then we need a voice of reason. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice. Come back, come back, come back. We need a voice of reason. Thank you. That helps me get my anger out in a productive way. Thanks again so much.
I think I'll do a tune, one of the songs that I've been writing with Jolene Higgins, Little Miss Higgins. We've been working on a narrative song cycle that is based on the life of her great-grandmother, Eva Bursey, who married a passionate but drunken Frenchman on Jersey Island in the early part of the 1900s. When he went away to war, she fled to southern Alberta with her 2 children to be with some members of her family. Francois tracked her down to southern Alberta, and he threatened to take the girls back to Jersey Island. Ultimately, she was able to shake Francois, and she ended up marrying a stoic and dependable rancher named Henry, and being married to him for 50 years. But Jolene found a wonderful trove of journals and postcards that articulated some of the feelings that Eva had along the way. And the piece that we're writing together is called Fire Waltz, and the Fire Waltz refers to a particularly brutal military tactic that the Germans used in the First World War, whereby the artillery, the tanks, and the gunners would come through an area and wipe out most of the enemy's defenses, in our case the Allies, but they weren't done. As they continued on, their infantry would come through, and as the medics were trying to take care of the injured, they would come and do another pass, another wave of killing. And so that's the Fire Waltz is a military term, but in our case we're applying it to the romantic sphere as well.
He was the grenade, and she pulled the pin. He exploded with rage and with doubt. Accusations, denial, the final betrayal. The child isn't mine, he spat out. Shell-shocked, he brought the Great War back with him. They are dancing the fire waltz again. Francois said I'm gone, Colombie-Britannique, where my cousin has worked for a year. When I come back, I'm taking my girls if that child of a whore is still here. Eva was quiet and sat in a stew of fury and fear and regret. All that she knew was that journeys alone into the unknown weren't done yet. Shell-shocked, he brought the Great War back with him. They are dancing the fire waltz again.
Do a little song called
Well, we still have 8 minutes, so we probably have time for.
I Need Some Help in this song. The title of this song is called Your Heart Is As Cold as the TV Dinner That You Threw at Me Last Night. And it's in D. And the chorus is Poor Fool Like Me. You can sing it all at home. Well, your heart's as cold as the TV dinner that you threw at me last night. And I know it don't take a genius to figure out that things just ain't right. You got time to get your hair done, you got time for a shopping spree, but you don't have time for a poor fool like me. Poor fool like me, a poor fool like me. You don't have time for a poor fool like me. You got time to get your hair done, you got time for Oprah Winfrey, but you don't have time for a poor fool like me. Well, time goes by easy, time goes by hard. I've been slaving for $5 an hour, working in a lumber yard. One thing that I know for certain, yeah, there is one thing that I plainly see, that you don't have time for a poor fool like me. Everybody! Poor fool like me, a poor fool like me. You don't have time You got time to get your hair done. You got time for a shopping spree. But you don't have time for a poor fool like me. Got one? You know, folks, I tried to mend our relationship. I tried everything a man could. I even bought her a pair of silk pajamas from your Fredericks of Hollywood. Nothing seemed to help though, but they looked pretty good on me. And you don't have time for a poor fool like me. Everybody! Poor fool like me, poor fool like me. You don't have time for a poor fool like me. You got time to get your hair done. You got time for a shopping spree. But you don't have time for a poor fool like me. Thank you.
Sadlier-Brown. We have time for one more song, so why don't you guys finish it off?
You want us to? Or?
Yeah, no, you do.
Okay. What if let's have a quick sidebar here.
Half engineer.
Hey, maybe we'll do one that we can all sing.
Straight.
Like I didn't write it. Is that okay? Somebody did. Just wasn't me. All right. One day we shall be released from this pandemic, and we'll gather in crowds again. I believe it. I just believe it. We have to believe it. So we'll end on this one. Shall be released. We're in E. Yeah. Thanks again, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having us. Lovely to sing again, friends. They say everything could be replaced. They say the distance is not near. Still I remember every face of every man who put me here. Sing it if you know it. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. They say every man needs protection. They say that every man must fall. Well, still I swear I see my reflection somewhere so high above these walls. Oh, I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. Hey, Mark, you want to take a solo? Mark Sadlier-Brown, everybody. understanding in this lonely crowd. There's a man who swears he's not to blame. But all day long I hear him shouting so loud, just crying out that he was framed. Oh, I see my life come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Okay, let's do this last one a cappella. Ready, guys? I see my light come shining, woo-hoo-hoo, from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Nice job, boys.
Oh my goodness. I expect a repeat of that at the festival this summer in July. That was beautiful. That whole set was just amazing, you guys.
Thank you.
My heart is full. I know everybody at home watching just loved that. Please, please, please visit our musicians' websites. Please visit South Country Fair's website. Support these musicians. We know that things have been really hard for everybody, particularly musicians who make their living off live shows. So please support them. I'd also like to thank again our sponsors. We've got AFA, Canadian Heritage, Stronghold Brewing Company, CKUA. Of course, our crew here at Festival Hall. John, Jordan, Liam, Jerry, Dave. You guys were so great to us. You made the show happen. Thank you so much for supporting us. Trent, Maureen, and Jillian, thank you for all of your hard work in putting this show together. Next weekend, we have another couple of shows coming up. We've got C.R. Avery on Saturday night at 7:30, and then on Sunday, we've got Robin Lilly hosting a wellness workshop. Again, we want to make this feel like South Country Fair, even though it's not South Country Fair, and we look forward to celebrating with you all again live as soon as it's safe. Please take care of yourselves, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask. We love you all, and thanks so much for tuning in. Again, we've got Mark Sadlier-Brown, Kris Demeanor, Brooke Wylie, and Jay Bocott. Please visit their website, support their music, and take care. Thank you. Love you all. Good afternoon.